Japan needs you. Japan is calling specifically for black men.
Japanese are going extinct, and there's only one thing you can do to help us, and it is go out there and start producing with Japanese.
Rui Hachimura, the basketball guy, like Naomi Osaka, even though our other ancestry is from the Caribbean and Haiti.
Aspect of it, they want some more Rui Hachimuras. They want some more of them so they could compete and have the athletes.
So it's basically saying that they want the black man genes or the black woman genes because they believe it is superior and it will produce citizens that would make great athletes, right? And I'm kind of obliged to agree here. Do you guys know that this our melanin in our skin? Did you guys know that this our melanin is more expensive than gold? Like this pigment that makes our skin black. Did you guys know they sell it? Like they extract it from the skin and they sell it, and it is much more expensive than gold because they use it in microchip technologies and all of these things. But even behind all those sometimes of racist slurs and all of that, they are intimidated. I'm not gonna lie. So is Japan paying $75,000 to black men to impregnate their women? Guys, really?
Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So guys, I don't think it should be news to most of us at this point that countries, especially South Korea and Japan, are going through a birth crisis, a low birth crisis, in which the population is aging without a young or younger population to replace the population, to the point where schools are having to close up. Like schools are literally having to close because there are no children. Like there are no children to enroll. Schools are closing.
Classrooms of Yumutu Junior High School stand empty. For years, more students have left here than enrolled. After 7 decades of operating, the small village school in Japan's Fukushima prefecture is preparing to close its doors for good. It's a nationwide phenomenon. The government says 9,000 schools have shut down between 2002 and 2020 as birth rates continue to decline. The cost of education, childcare, and the child-raising burden on women are cited as some of the main causes. Last year, low 800,000 for the first time, 8 years earlier than projected.
Children in Japan is at its lowest since 1950. Figures released by the Internal Affairs Ministry says there are just over 14.6 million children in the country under the age of 14. Japan's falling birth rate and high life expectancy are placing huge pressures on public spending and resulting in labor shortages.
Yeah, so South Korea is also experiencing this severely as well. In fact, they have ranked number 1, and even the record they had that made them number 1 dropped again to a new low. It is crazy. And so it seems like they are looking at other avenues. It seems they decided to look at the African continent and they felt like, oh, it seems like these people are fruitful. It seems they are fruitful on this continent of Africa. So, and the men seem to be agile, and it seems like these people have good genes, and so they're like, yes, maybe we should, have them over and let them donate to repopulate our population. Now, of course, I know we have a lot of questions as this. Are they that, welcoming to black people? Like, what is going on here? Why black men? Let's just first listen to those clips first, and then we'll come back.
I know you were saying why, Tasha. They said they need babies, and black men tend to make a lot of them. After South Korea proposed last week $75,000 per baby that a family has, Japan is in desperate need, okay? And they are calling all black men, specifically immigrants, to come and impregnate their women so that they can save their dying population. I don't understand because, black men were once and still is on the inner side of the line, which means their lives. I mean, what are you going to guarantee us if we send our men over there to help save you? Could you imagine? Think about this. After everything they put us through, everything, y'all trying to take these men out. Now you need them?
Japanese are going extinct, and there's only one thing you can do to help us, and it is go out there and start producing with Japanese. Because we are going extinct, Japanese are getting rarer, I know this is not the best side that you're looking at, but it might be your last time that you're looking at real Japanese girl on TikTok. So yeah, come to Japan and help us, please.
Okay, now, I have questions. But first of all, if you actually look at the world ranking for like the most countries with the most births in the world, like the top 10, it is all Africa. Like it is all African countries. Let me put it on the screen. And so I'm like, okay, maybe they kind of have, even though some people have said, oh, it's because, you know, the poorest countries are in Africa and that's why they also have the highest birth rate, I don't know, maybe there's some element of truth to that. But also, I think, you know, this begs the question, what is it exactly that they're looking for? Maybe they feel, I honestly feel like, you know, maybe they feel like, you know, black men, especially maybe those from the African continent, will be the ones that will be more willing to leave their countries to Japan for that purpose, because they feel like, you know, they'll feel they are going to, you know, somewhere with better economy, somewhere where they can make something of themselves. They are just going to some, you know, a greener pasture, so to speak. Or, you know, compared to maybe somebody who lives in Europe or an American or a British person, or somebody would probably not leave their country so they can live in Japan for the purpose of, you know, impregnating their women or whatever. So I'm guessing maybe that's one of the reasons why the focus is on the black man. I don't know. However, there is this guy that actually came out to say that one of the other reasons why they are looking towards the black man genes is because they feel like the black gene is superior. And they want those genes in order for Japan to be able to produce, you know, citizens that will be able to do well in sports and be able to take Japan high in sports. You know, they want the likes of Rui Hachimura, you know, the basketball guy, you know, like Naomi Osaka, even though our other ancestry is from the Caribbean and Haiti.
Aspect of it, they want some more Rui Hachimuras. You know what I'm saying? They want some more what's the old girl that play tennis, the little mix, you know, they want some more of them so they could compete and have the athletes. So for all the black passport bros, I promise you, they don't want y'all like that.
Okay, so he's basically saying, you know, that's one of the reasons why sports, you know, they want more Rui Hachimuras, more Naomi Osakas, and the rest of them. Even though, you know, some of these players have actually complained about being treated, you know, in a racist manner by Japanese people and, you know, those in charge. But anyways, these guys basically let you guys know they don't want you like that. You know, they don't want you like that. It's more like they want something in your genetics, but they do not want you, you know. One thing I would say though is the fact that I do agree that the African genes is in fact superior. Yes. Did you guys know? I made a video on that and I think I'll post it later. Did you guys know that this our melanin in our skin? Did you guys know that this our melanin is more expensive than gold? Like this pigment that makes our skin black. Did you guys know they sell it? Like they extract it from the skin and they sell it, and it is much more expensive than gold because they use it in microchip technologies and all of these things. Did you guys know that this our skin pigment is capable of something like that?
Melanin pigment, right, is so unbelievable, George. They use it in computer chips now because it has an ability to transduce electrical energy. Can you imagine this? It has this incredible ability to hold on to and transduce and manipulate electrons, electronic energy, and photons, photonic energy.
I keep saying that this is why people have behaved in a certain way towards the black race for a long time, because they are afraid of what this race and this continent will be capable of if they were left to their devices and to reach their full potential. Honestly. So even behind all those sometimes of, you know, racist slurs and all of that, they are intimidated. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, as regards black African men, could it be that, you know, maybe they feel that black men are generally more agile, you know? Maybe they feel like one of the main reasons their women are not getting pregnant is because their men are not assertive enough. You know, their men are not taking charge, you know, in the bedroom, or they feel like their men just don't have enough drive or testosterone or something, and they feel like black men have an abundance of that. Or, you know, I'm just thinking out loud here, like, you know, when they also talk about superior genes, could it be that as well? Maybe they think that, you know, black men generally have this thing of being they are known to deliver in the bedroom. Could that also be another reason why they feel that way? Because when you look at it, I do not think that it is like this low birth rate issue is because of shortage of men in Japan, like Japanese men themselves. Honestly, guys, I feel like if we actually look at the cause of, this low birth rate in Japan, in South Korea, and all of these countries, I don't think it's because of lack of availability of men. So I do not think that importing men is going to change anything, and that's why when I found some articles that said that this is not real and that the Japanese government does not plan to pay anybody 75k for coming to impregnate their women, I kind of agreed, even though again this news is all over the place. I too am really doubting the legitimacy, because that's because when you look at the reasons why these men are not giving birth, it has nothing to do with availability of men. A lot of them are complaining about work hours, like they are stressed, they are working too much. Child is expensive. To raise a child, to take care of a child is way too expensive. They cannot keep up. General high cost of living is way too expensive. And you notice this to be common to countries, especially ones that got, industrialized really fast, like South Korea. The citizens are kind of paying for it. They are paying for it because it's become such a capitalist economy that, even though they seem to be advanced in technology, advanced in everything, and it seems like everybody's benefiting, very few are actually benefiting. The others are really struggling to keep up with the pace that the country and the economy is going at. The work culture in Japan is kind of toxic. Like, people are working too much. People are working way too much, almost 27 hours and 24 hours, and so they cannot keep up. And these are some of the reasons why. So it has nothing to do with men. So that's why I'm like, how would importing men from wherever solve the issue? The issue is so much bigger than that. It is not because they do not have men in Japan or South Korea. So again, this sounds silly to me. Anyways, before you pack your bags from whatever African country or whatever country you are from as a black person, please do your research and think it through before you start your process, and then you find out that no money is waiting for you because the Japanese government never did this in the first place. Or even if they plan to pay, what about all the other cons that is going to come with this, right? So I don't know. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, and of course, do not forget now to subscribe to the channel. If you are, like, right now you are listening to me, it means you watch the video to the end and you're not subscribed. Don't be doing your girl like this. It's not fair. Come on now, support your girl. Okay, guys, I do not take any of you for granted. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.